Ooh, 6 people. It's like you were waiting for me. Can you hear me? I'm wearing like a microphone this time, so just text if you can hear me, and then we'll keep going. All right, just waiting on that. If someone could just tell me if they can hear me, that'd be great. Oh, good. All right, cool. Sorry to make you wait. Okay, I went through a bunch of my journals and sketchbooks, and I have a bunch of early stuff, and then some later stuff, but the later stuff's not so appealing. I have no idea how long this will take, but I'm just going to read you some of my kid stuff. So I think this is the earliest one, as we can see, with my picture journal. I think I got this when I was like 4. All right. Here's the picture. And it says, I help my mom. I help a squirrel. I help a seal. I help George. Squirrel. I guess that's my mom. That's the seal. That's the squirrel. And that's George. I like this one. It's kind of illustrates the American education system. I say, the food pyramid helps you learn about the food pyramid. Apples, carrots, grapes, meatballs, milk, all good for you. I think I meant good. Also, what is at the top of the food pyramid? Like, I guess that's oil, but it looks like flames. All right, this one is, looks like a bird and a bunny and a flower. It says, flowers are in bloom. Birds are laying eggs. It gets warmer in spring. Baby rabbits are hatching. This one's kind of minimalist. It says, I don't know if I should read it in my kid voice or like what the coherent way to say it is, but I am a caterpillar. I hatched out of an egg. I was hungry. I ate my shell. I am a butterfly. Kind of beautiful and poetic. All right, now we're getting a little older. And I went through these not too long ago, just trying to find decent ones, because a lot of them are like, over the weekend, I went to a soccer game. But, ooh, I like September 14th, 1995. My favorite toy, soft animals. And there's a bear. And that's my caterpillar longworm. I must have gotten her a long time ago. Priscilla says, I love kids' drawings. I follow a few kids' drawing accounts on Instagram too. Yeah, kids' drawings are great. I actually really enjoy looking back at my kid drawings. It's like my 20-year-old journals that got a little dark. But the kid stuff, we'll stick with that for right now. September 19th, 1995. I like popcorn because it tastes buttery. All right. Then in this one, this is where the cows kind of start to come in. I like cows because they are cute. They have lots of fur. They make beautiful sounds. They give milk. That's one of my early cows. And weirdly, in competition on the other side are sheep. I think cows and sheep were tied for a while until cows clearly won out. But it says, I like sheep because they are furry. They make what is it? What is that word? I'm going to go with beautiful sounds. They are beautiful. They have horns. Now we skip ahead through some stuff. We're in May 1996. And I say, the best part of the month was our play. It was fun. I was an anteater. I was with another person. There were lots of animals. All right, we're getting through. My brain's developing here. Oh, this one's pretty good. This one's called Apollo Moo Teen. It's based on Apollo 13, so I think the cows are really starting to take hold. It only took a few months, but it says, once upon a time, there were 3 cows who wanted to go to the moon. There was Milky Moo, Matthew Moo, and Mary Moo. So they asked their mother. She said yes. Finally, the day came. Into the shuttle. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we have Moo off. A day later, Mooston, we have a problem. What is it? We have a hole in the gas tank. Do you have any bubble gum? Yes. Take it and chew it. Make a bubble. And put it over the hole. A day later, we can see the moon. We are turning around. We're going through the atmosphere. We're landing in the ocean. A helicopter is coming to pick us up. After that, they never went to space again. There's a Apollo Moo Teen. All right, we got another cow story. The Moo family's first day of July. Once upon a time, there were 5 cows who were getting ready for the 4th of July. There was Milky Moo, Super Moo, Mary Moo, Matthew Moo, and Margot Moo. They bought sparklers, fireworks, and firecrackers. Then they had dinner and went to see the fireworks. When it got dark, they shot off fireworks. There were red and green ones. There were blue and orange purple, and orange, purple and red, purple and green, yellow and orange, and multicolored. Then they went home and went to bed. That was their 4th of July. Oh, and I really like this one because there's a dead spider in the book. Right there. Oop, I knocked some of its legs off. I think we only have a few in here. I really got to give props to my mom for saving all these. Ooh, I like this one. It has a little moo on the header. It's Cassie and Moo. It says, over the weekend, I had a birthday party. It was for my family. We ate chicken, stovetop stuffing, and salad. Then we opened my presents. I got $13 cow popcorn, cow gloves, a cow cookie mold, a skip stick, and cow bed sheets. Then we ate the cake my dad made. The cake, it was lemon cake with chocolate on the side and a plastic cow on top. Then it was time for our guests to leave. I had fun and cannot wait for my next birthday. I think it will be fun. I like the presents that I got. I like holidays. They are fun. All right. Let's see. Oh, I really like these back to back. The story, the kid brain here is really good. On Saturday, my mom, that's what it's titled, June 16th, 1997. So I was like 8. It says, on Saturday, my mom broke her leg. It happened after my brother's soccer game. My mom was walking down a hill and my mom's friend said, come over here. And my mom tripped and broke her leg. She went to the emergency room. She had an x-ray tech. The word just ends. My mom will probably be in a cast for 6 weeks. My mom has to use crutches. My mom does not like the crutches and her leg really hurts. My mom cannot drive a car. I hope we can still go on vacation. I wish that never happened to my mom. I hope my mom feels better soon and that she can walk on her legs. Here's my mom, even though she does not have blonde hair. But the best part is the thing right on the next page. It's just a cow that says, be all you can be in the army. It's shooting a gun, and it's got a tiny knife. So, I don't really know where I was at, but that's, yeah, that one cracked me up. Okay, now we're cracking into the, let's see. Oh, yeah, we got my second grade stories. So we have Cal and myself. This seems promising. All right, this is the page. I think the cows are full blown now. It says, my hobbies are cows. I like cows because they are friendly and give us milk. I have a cow costume. I was a cow for Halloween. I have 9 cows. I also like to draw cows. I drew 4 cow books. They are called Super Moo and Family Moo. I drew 2 of these books, an Apollo Moo. I really like cows and drawing. I like to publish moo books. I wish I could be an author. Commitment right there. All right, this one's called soccer. I like sports. My favorite sport is soccer. I have 2 trophies. I played on the yellow team. We were called the Cheetahs. I like that name because it is the name of a very fast animal. Our team was very good. We beat every team. We won a first place trophy. I was also on a gray team. We were called the Silver Bullets. I did not like that name, but I got used to it. Our team was very good and fast. We won most of our games. I like soccer. Soccer is fun. You should try it. All right, now we're going back to some cows here. I like that the border is just the word cow over and over and over again. It says, cows are mammals. They give us milk and dairy foods like butter, cheese, and yogurt. There are 2 different kinds of cows, dairy cows and meat cows. There are 7 different kinds of dairy cows. Cows eat grass and hay. They drink water. Cows drink 15 gallons of water a day. When a cow is 2, it can produce milk. Cows have to leave their mom when they are 2 days old. I hope I get a cow when I am older because I really like cows, and my brothers like to drink milk. All right, we got a question. Do I still like soccer? Yeah, I like soccer, although I can feel like the danger to my knees that I didn't feel when I was a kid. So as much as I like it, I'm a bit of a coward now when I play. I don't really play that much, but I did find a soccer ball in a pond recently, so I kicked that. But overall, recently I've been playing softball, so that's kind of fun. All right, we have some more journals, but I think what I want to do is draw the cow that I drew over and over again for like my whole life. And also, if anyone has any questions, shoot them this way, because that only took up 15 minutes, which is alarming because I'm here for another 45 minutes. But I'm going to start with Milky Moo, which is the cow that I drew constantly as a child. And so Milky's head is a big circle. Let's see, can we see it? There we go. And then he had a snout. And then those are his nostrils. They were pink. And he had a smile. Those were his eyes. And he used to have fluffy hair, but then my mom put him in the dryer. Or he used to have like this kind of hair. So at one point I drew him like that. And then once he went into the dryer, then the hair kind of got drawn like that because it got fried forever. Ooh, all right, we got some questions. Laszlo asks, where were you born and raised? I was born in Northern Virginia, and that's where I was raised. It's sort of like the suburbs, definitely the suburbs of DC. And just lived in like a suburban house. I lived there for 18 years, and then after that, I went to school at Syracuse University, and my mom's from Rochester, so that's why I live in Rochester now. I've been here for like 6 years, and I absolutely love it. All right, do you still speak or read some German stuff sometimes? I try to. I really I wanted to for a long time. I wanted to like keep up with the German language because I was like pretty good at it. I took it in college and was like obsessed with it as a German language nerd, but it just feels like the real estate in my brain has been sold to something else. So I think if I was like going on a trip to Germany, I would really enjoy brushing up on it, but I barely have time to like do my own laundry. So unfortunately, German isn't really on my top priority list. Although my friend, she got a children's book that was in German and she sent me the photos of it and I could totally understand what it was saying. So that was really fun. All right. Ooh, someone wants me to draw my mom. Like the comic mom? Cause she's kind of just she's sort of like me, but she wears oval glasses. And she says really like pacifying things like her tagline is kind of, that's nice, sweetie. There she is. Ooh, someone likes my plant. Yeah, that's Ignardo. Actually, let me turn it around so you can see its face. That's better. Why didn't I think of that earlier? All right. Laszlo says, oh, wow. Have you ever visited Hercules Candy? I think they're in Syracuse, New York. They have a great YouTube channel and make homemade candy. I have not. Although one time my family visited this Jell-O museum in Leroy, New York, and then we all got some Jell-O, but the candy sounds a lot more exciting. Okay. Priscilla wants to know, which animals do I like besides cows? Honestly, anything with an overbite is really captures my heart. Like groundhogs, chipmunks, voles, hamsters, and then the wild card are those moray eels with the underbite. I really love them. All right. So after I drew cows for like, I don't know, 18 years, then I went to art school, and then I have like I wanted to show you all of my journals from Syracuse and beyond. And so these are some of them. And they're also over here. But I kind of wrote a lot of stuff that was just like me being frustrated at the world, so it's not very fun. But mostly, all right, so this one's from 2011. I was 22, I think, 23. I just say, man, airplanes always have a subtle aroma of diapers. And I say, I love airstrip wind socks, especially when they're catching the wind, but just a little slack like an elephant's snout. And then I used to write down things that people said all the time, like things that I overheard. And it says, lady reading those silly flight magazines, she says, look at that, you can turn cheap wine into good wine with a powerful magnet. And I think I was just really like obsessed with recording the world around me in a way. And a lot of it is like hard to read because I feel like everything I wrote was like some kind of judgment. And so that's like this whole stack of things. Or it was all just written with such like hyperbole. Like this one says, like, I can't even read that. That's just too weird. Yeah, they're kind of not so fun. Oh, I did find one from when I had a job interview, though. Let's see. Maybe it's in here. I don't know. I'm not really organized today. I was going to figure out how to set my camera up so it could do me or view me and the things that I was drawing, but I thought I'd go for this instead. But it's not taking up, or it's not as engaging as I thought it would be because I don't really know what I'm doing until I try it. And I don't know how things will work until I give them a shot. All right, I'm going to finish drawing Milky Moo, my cow friend. And if anyone has any other questions or drawing requests, let me know. Or if you want future videos to be about anything specific, I'm welcome. I'm happy to crowdsource because I kind of just want to play around. All right, Milky was, I think he was also a clown. So he had sort of a clown body. So that's what the stuffed animal looked like. And I usually drew him a little differently to make him more like practical, because how can anything grab with those little hands? Ooh, someone asks, have you always liked picking up random objects you find? I've caught myself doing this before quarantine since I found you. I found a multicolored fork, and it's now my favorite. Yeah, actually, my whole family is really into picking up things that they find on the street, and I think it's almost like a source of pride. Like I can remember being 8, and someone's just like, "Hey, I found this coat. Does it fit you?" And so I think that's it's like in my blood. And one time I was hanging out with all my cousins, and we found this pack of Twizzlers in the street that had been, it was like open, but then everyone we all ate a Twizzler as like a pact to be, cousin friends forever. So yeah, I have always loved picking stuff up, and it does stink. COVID sucks for so many reasons, but it's it's weird finding things on the ground. I've walked past so many things now that I don't really feel safe picking up. But I actually I've like found things on the ground before. I found a power sander in the road when I was living in Texas, and then I just like brought it to a pawn shop, and I remember I got $10 for it, and I was like, cool, this is awesome. And then I think I ate, I don't know, tacos is kind of dorky. All right, someone wants me to draw a lovely nerdy snake. I like that idea. A nerdy snake would be learning about snake stuff, maybe? Snake books. Oh, you know what? I also love the idea of a snake wearing a backpack. Maybe that's too much snout for a snake. Everything's got to have an overbite. Maybe the nerdy snake wears a little hat. Ooh, maybe he's learning about what to do with all the snake skin he shed. It's starting to pile up in his home. Yeah, I wonder what a snake would do with its. All right, we're gonna give him a little. Ooh, maybe like a baseball hat that says math. Give him a backpack. What would a snake do with all of its snake skin? All right, we'll make it reading about it. All right, and the book it's reading is called "The Skin You're No Longer In," and I believe it's a I don't know, maybe it's like an eco-friendly book. Oh, you know, I do have one book I wanted to share. This was like I think this was my senior project in college. I made this album of aardvarks. It's like an aardvark family photo album. I mean, the snake can hold a book with. Maybe it read a book on levitation, so that it can hold it like that. But yeah, so here's my aardvark family photo album, and I actually used to work in the student or in the library as like work studies, and I fixed old books. So then that's kind of how I learned to make these books myself. But this is the Sniffler family photo album. And I just have so much fun creating worlds out of like the tiniest things. So here we have a proud sniffler with his tunnel engineering degree. Grandpa Sniffler's short-lived baseball career on the Aardvark All-Stars. We have Stevie Sniffler on his dad's ant and corn farm. We got the Aardvark prom night. And I don't know where the Sniffler family wedding photo went. Here we have a baby's born, and they're her kid drawings. And we got some more kid drawings, and Molly's younger brother, Arnie Snuffles, is born. His last name is hyphenated for some reason. Oh, and then it says, my aardvarks grow up fast. It says, a very Sniffler Snuffles Christmas, new sweaters all around. And then, I don't know why this photo is missing either. Oh, you know why the photo is missing? Because I didn't have time to finish it. It was a final project, so I thought it would be really funny if I was like, all the picture's missing, but I really just never made the picture. Molly and Arnie at the Great Aardvark Jamboree. I guess we'll never know what that will look like. I don't know if it would make a cute children's book. I think, yeah, I guess it is kind of cute to see like a family photo album, but this was like my magnum opus in college. I was pretty into it. Oh, Helga says, I really liked your drawing about your grandma and the sound of the ice cubes. Yeah, I love that one. I remember writing it. I like the Grandma Lemonade comic. I went to this little park in Rochester, and I brought a picnic blanket that I had found in I'd found it on a playground, and it had been rained on for like days. And so I figured no one was coming back for it. And then I dried it off, and you know, it worked just as well. So then I biked to this park, and I wrote that Grandma Lemonade story for like 3 hours straight, I think. And then I really had to go pee, so I had to go home. But yeah, I listened to the same song like 50 times in a row. It's called Night Life by Bonobo. And then I just wrote it. And then when Pat came home from work, I was like, hey, will you read my story? And he was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I was like, cool. So I haven't been able to replicate that exact pattern. That's the weird part about creativity, is when I try it one way, it's not going to work another way. But yeah, I'd love to write more stuff about my grandma. All right, let's see. What are we going to draw now? Oh, I know what we'll draw. We'll draw me sweating. You know, whenever I draw the character, I make the face that I'm drawing. So I try to draw things that aren't so sad for so long, because then I'm making the face with it. Like, but this one I was like, when I was drawing it. Let's give her some little anxious eyes. Make her sweating. Perfect. Sometimes I like to give her the little shaky, the little shaky things, depending on how stressed she is. Victoria wants to know, what music genres or artists do I enjoy listening to? I would say mostly like indie stuff and ambient music. Like on Spotify, there's this playlist called Deep Focus, which is really great. And yeah, I kind of listen to the same music over and over again, but I love Andrew Bird and Bonobo. Oh, I just found Phoebe Bridgers. It's like she's really sad and powerful. So I'm trying to expand to more music, but a lot of it's sort of like sad, emo stuff. All right. Does anyone have any more drawing requests or suggestions about what to do with my life or comics? That's a big ask. Just wondering. I feel like I was super excited for this, and I'm excited to be in it, but I'm stressing a little bit about what to make now, and I fear disappointing people or making something pointlessly. But I think it's important to acknowledge those feelings and then think about what to do next time or this time. All right. How do you find new music? I don't know. I think like just randomly, that's kind of how I find everything. I used to sort of be really into like compiling lists and recommendations and all of, I don't know, sort of organizing things. But now I just kind of listen to a thing and I'm like, oh my gosh, has anyone heard of this person before? And they're like, yes, we have, every one of us. And I'm like, well, how did you know? And so I think that's just how my brain works. And I'm trying not to do things perfectly. And so even finding music, I'll just like listen to Spotify on random. And that's kind of, that's it. Okay. Oh, good. We got some good drawing recommendations. Thanks for supporting me. Lindsay wants the missing aardvark family picture. I really like that idea. All right, we have the Great Aardvark Jamboree or that wedding, the Sniffler Snuffles wedding. I think I got to go with the Great Aardvark Jamboree, whatever that would look like. So I want to make it. I got to do it on like an old photo, right? Honestly, can't even remember what an aardvark looks like anymore. Okay. The Great Aardvark Jamboree. I kind of wanted this to be like playing a horn, even though it's its nose. Man, it's kind of gross. Jamboree, you got to be wearing overalls. Jamboree is just like a big party. I think it's like a hoedown or like a family reunion kind of thing. We gotta have like an old aardvark, maybe a grandma aardvark, playing the spoons. I don't really know how you play the spoons. I think you just click them together. All right, we need more energy in this jamboree. Grandma's kind of bringing it down. Get some baby aardvarks. There's a big banner. That's the family reunion. All right, we'll get some balloons up in here. We gotta have some cake. And there it is. There's the jamboree. Okay, we got a tiger. We have, I would love to see how your character trick or treats. How about a bat with an obsession with disco music? Okay, I am going to start with, or I'm going to go, first I got to find a better Sharpie because this one's dying. I'm just going to go right over here and grab one. All right, I got two. All right, I'm going to go for a bat with an obsession for disco music. We got to go with the disco ball first. Ooh, that's a good Sharpie. All right, and a bat. Oh yeah, I gave it sort of compassionate eyes because it just loves the music so much. And how do you disco? You got to put it in some platform bat shoes, right? And okay, it should be someone wants it talking to a witch. All right, now we got space. The mouth's open so it can talk. And then I think the witch has to be kind of small to fit in here. Maybe she got shrunken by some other kind of witch. All right, she's totally over this place. I want the bat to be asking what's the difference between the disco and the hustle. Like it's a rhetorical question. All right, I didn't really leave a lot of room in for the word balloon, but and she's dreaming of her broom because she just wants to get out of there. Okay, someone wanted to know how my character would trick or treat. And I must admit, I used to be really into this expression, trick or teat, because I thought cows were funny, and I didn't really think about what that expression meant at all. But any excuse to like add a cow word into a regular word just delighted me. Okay, how my character would trick or treat. I don't know. She could be dressed up as something. Do you just mean like how she would go door to door? I'll give her a shot. I'll make her a witch to start. And I think she'd have to wear a fake nose. I really, I really like that. That might be like one of the best things I've ever drawn. Would you ever consider making graphic novels for kids? Um, yeah, I definitely would. I feel like I'm still working on my graphic novel chops so much that they're not really where they're at, but I think it could be cool to cater my work to a slightly younger readership because right now it's catered towards adults, but also I try to make it like wholesome so that kids can read it. But I think it'd be fun to write something for kids. And maybe I could write it if I thought about what I would have wanted to read as a kid. Okay, for the trick or treater, would she be polite or rude when asking for candy? Oh, definitely rude. Man, that fake nose really does a lot. I don't really know what witches wear underneath. I think her shirt's too short. This one's weird though, because she's like an adult. Maybe I'm rude trick or treating at my landlord's house. Kind of looks like him. Let's put this guy in a bathrobe. I really am enjoying drawing my characters dressed as things. I'm gonna do a mummy, and I like a cat or a dog. I think maybe I'll draw myself. Okay, I'm gonna do the mummy, and then I'm gonna draw myself as a cat with Pat as the dog. What's the mummy got going on? Just like wrap around it? Sometimes when I draw something really terrible, I like laugh super hard to myself, and it's actually one of my favorite things. Like this foot is really bad. Okay, we got a mummy. All right, now I'm gonna do me as a cat, Pat as a dog. She got those clip-on ears. It's got these like hairs because it's a cheap rental. Oh, and then she's got some whiskers drawn on. And then I'm gonna draw a Pat. I don't really know where to put the nose because I got to do the beard here. But I'm just going to put it like... All right, and then maybe Pat's... I wanted to give him those like droopy ears, but I kind of forgot. And I'm like, whoops, what am I going to do with this line? All right, we'll give him some pin-on ears. Maybe they're black. Kind of like Snoopy. I got to give him a bone. He's in a cheap rental too. This one's pretty bad. Oh yeah, I got the tail. Ooh. All right, some happy rats. Okay, I'm gonna draw some happy rats, then I'm gonna recap the things that I drew, and then I will see you all next week. And write anything in the messages that you would like to see, or if you just like hanging out. It's cool to hear what you think. Happy rats. I think they need a really big piece of cheese. All right, let's see. I really like rat whiskers for some reason. They're so cute. Those are all the nibble marks out of the cheese. Ooh, Victoria, thanks for the music tips. Let me write those down really quick. All right. Today we made some happy rats. Me in a cat suit, Pat in a dog suit. Me as a mummy. I really, really like me trick-or-treating. This bizarre bat disco experience. Oh, here's me anxious. Here's a snake reading the skin you're no longer in. There's the little nerd snake. Here's a cow, and I feel like my mom kind of sums it up. That's nice, sweetie. So I think that's that'll work. Let me get. There we go. Oh, just took a picture of those music recommendations, so I'll randomly splash my way through those, and I'll see everyone next week. So thanks for hanging out, and goodbye.